Lots of people argue that schools should focus exclusively on teaching content standards. Schools should teach reading, math, and science, and nothing else. But is that enough? A large survey found that 6 in 10 employers have fired a recently hired graduate within the past year. Employers cited lack of critical thinking, poor preparation, lack of work ethic, and weak communication skills.
Trevor Muir is an educator, an author, and a speaker, and argues that soft skills like communication and collaboration are essential in the working world and should be taught in school.
Trevor joins us now to talk about the 5 reasons millennials get fired. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good to have you with us. Let's start with the first one, the need of independence. Is this because mom's been doing everything for them?
Well, I don't want to put this all on mom, but I mean, I think there is this reality that it's easy to just take care of every single problem that comes your kid's way. You know, I talk to teachers all over the place, and they tell me one of the most difficult aspects of their work is helicopter parents or lawnmower parents that are just trying to clear the path for their kids and remove obstacles rather than allowing them to struggle a little bit.
And this leads to the other ones you say. I'm sure this isn't just millennials, but maybe this is bleeding into Gen Z as well, who are coming out of school. Lack of confidence and anxiety. They just don't know how to do those social things that we all learned growing up. Is that it?
Yeah, I think so a little bit. I mean, when you look at the state of the world and all of the noise and distraction and technology and the fact that the vast majority of high school kids have cell phones and middle schoolers have cell phones, and even my 4th grade daughter, she has kids in her class with cell phones. It's like you can see why kids are kind of getting very insular and stuck in this world and having difficulty interacting on a professional level and at a social level outside of that digital space.
Yeah, and that sort of incorporates number 4, which was miscommunication, because they don't have these face-to-face discussions that you're talking about. The 5th one is lack vision. What does that mean exactly?
Yeah, I think it's understanding that you can set big goals in life, but then you have to be able to pursue them and actively go after them. And sometimes that's difficult. Life can be really hard. And going back to that first point you made, Robin, when we have kids that are afraid of failing and afraid of the difficulties and challenges that come with chasing your dreams, I think we're seeing a lot of young people just not setting big goals and not having vision and dreams to pursue, because it can be difficult and it takes time and practice to do difficult things.
So is this all on, the schools are focusing too much on test scores and they need to just do more independent learning at school, or is this on the mom and dad?
I mean, I think it's on all of us. I think it's a team effort. I think school does a lot of things really well, but then I also think they're handcuffed to content standards and the SAT and the ACT and college admissions, and not nearly enough emphasis is going onto some of these essential skills that we know kids need. So I think it's partly school. I think it's also teaming up with parents and everybody understanding these are not soft skills, because there's nothing soft about being fired, right? These are essential skills we have to put time and resources into.
Well, it's interesting. Trevor's going to be hosting a virtual seminar for the GPS Parent Series, April 28th. For more information, you can visit gpsparentseries.org, and you can follow Trevor on social media. Thanks, Trevor.
Thanks, Trevor.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.